These individuals represent the pinnacle of human strength. Their power transcends what most of us can even fathom. Take the man who can effortlessly snap metal chains with just his chest muscles. It's not just chains. He can pop water bottles with a single breath, showcasing a strength that seems to defy nature itself. This isn't just strong, it's on a completely different level of human ability. We've all seen it at the gym, the guy using equipment incorrectly, from bad form to poor posture, to outright confusion about how to properly use machines. But when this individual steps into the gym, there's no confusion or debate. When he lifts, everyone else steps aside, not because they're afraid, but because his strength is so immense, he's turned gym equipment into his personal weight training tools. No one dares to comment on his form. They're too busy marveling at how he uses each machine as if it's an afterthought in his routine. Francis Ngannou's name is synonymous with raw, unyielding power in the UFC. It's not just his punch that makes him feared. It's the fact that his opponents look like they're on the brink of unconsciousness before he's even exerted any effort. He has made a reputation for himself as one of the most intimidating fighters, known for his explosive strength and brutal knockout power. Every time he enters the octagon, it's clear that his sheer force can overwhelm even the toughest of opponents, often leaving them gasping for air long before he does. Imagine you've just landed after a long flight, and you're waiting for the plane to taxi to the gate. Most people assume it's because of runway congestion, but there's an unusual explanation at play. Eddie Hall, a legend in strength sports, is out there pulling planes. That's right. He drags massive aircraft with nothing but his raw strength. It's a sight to behold, as he uses his full power to move machines that normally require hundreds of tons of thrust to even budge. One man possesses a thumb that is so monstrously strong, it can crush coconuts without hesitation. But his strength doesn't stop there. He can break baseball bats with ease, a feat most of us would struggle to replicate even once. But this man isn't just breaking a bat here or there. He shatters an incredible 65 bats in just 60 seconds, demonstrating not just power but an incredible degree of control and consistency. Arm wrestling is a challenge for most, but this guy doesn't even need to wrestle humans. Instead, he takes on an entire pickup truck. Sure, the truck doesn't have arms, but it's tethered with a winch, making for a formidable challenge that showcases his massive strength. The raw power this individual commands is beyond comprehension, and it becomes evident when he effortlessly competes against an inanimate object that most people would never even think of using in this way. In the gym, strength takes many forms, and when you're as strong as some of these individuals, the traditional exercises just don't cut it anymore. Take one particular athlete who turns his workout into something creative. Instead of focusing on standard sets, he uses his training partner's abs as a target for punches during rest periods, or, just for variety, a watermelon. This might sound unusual, but when you're this strong, even unconventional methods of strength building become effective. Bradley Martin is a man who doesn't wait for the perfect set of weights. Instead, he will find whatever is around him that can challenge his strength. This includes lifting anything that weighs enough to provide a challenge, whether it's heavy furniture or something even more bizarre. His remarkable ability to lift virtually anything comes from the kind of strength most people only dream of achieving. Versatility is key when it comes to the strongest athletes, and one strongman demonstrates just how multifaceted strength can be. He shows off an incredible display of neck strength, followed by fists that can crush stone and shins capable of absorbing impacts that would put most to their knees. But the most incredible part of his performance is when he smashes a wooden bat over his head, proving that his skull is as tough as the metal and wood he usually crushes in his workouts. Abhish P. Dominic is not a man who uses tools to crack open coconuts. He doesn't need them. With a closed fist, he smashes the tough shell of the coconut, a feat that most people would consider near impossible. His bare hands demonstrate an unearthly amount of power, and each strike shows the raw force he's developed over years of training. In the realm of strength, some have taken things to absurdly high levels. Take karate master Serichev, who has evolved beyond traditional lifting methods. While many would opt for a standard barbell, Serichev lifts smaller members of his dojo instead. The act isn't just a demonstration of strength, it's a performance that leaves everyone around in awe. It's not just about power, it's about turning physical feats into art. 1-inch punches are all over the internet, but one man decided he was tired of people dismissing them as fakes. With impeccable precision, he executes a punch that cuts through solid material, breaking it in a way that you can only truly appreciate if you slow down the footage. It's one of those rare moments where what seems impossible is made real in front of your eyes. Gym bars are typically the hardest thing most people will lift, but when this individual steps up, the amount of weight he lifts is unclear because it's so immense. Whether he's lifting hundreds or even thousands of pounds, it's clear that the gym standards don't apply to him. He's rewriting the rules. Records are set in many ways, and one woman has taken this to a new level. By showcasing a unique skill, she manages to set a world record, doing something that no one else had done before. Her feat is impressive not only for its rarity, but for the sheer dedication and training it took to achieve. Some strength feats are so unfathomable that they seem more like fantasy than reality. Lifting a horse, for example, seems beyond the realm of possibility, but one man makes it look easy. With incredible lifting power, he can raise a full-grown horse, something that leaves everyone else in awe. Competitive slapping is usually seen as a fun, light-hearted event, but for the world champion, it's an outlet for frustration. On occasion, he'll take his aggression out on watermelons, smashing them to pieces. It's a mix of raw force and unrestrained power that leaves onlookers in disbelief. Sometimes, a workout isn't complete unless there's a bit of unconventional training thrown in. One man thinks it's not a true workout unless he's using his training partner as a punching target during sets. Whether it's punches to his abs or using a watermelon for resistance, he's willing to take his strength building to the extreme. For the world's strongest man, even mundane tasks like grocery shopping become an opportunity to showcase his ability. Forget multiple trips to the car. When he's handling the groceries, everything is carried in one go. His strength defies limits, and everyday chores are no exception. When it comes to breaking records, one man doesn't just settle for hitting the punching machine, he shatters it. His swing is so powerful that it breaks the display, sending it into error mode. No one can explain how his strength surpasses even the machine's limits, but it's an impressive sight to see. Some people have an insatiable need to push the boundaries of human strength. One individual, known for his incredible feats, is the person you'd call if you had a flat tire and no jack, because he can easily lift the car himself, thanks to his unmatched Russian strength. It's one of those feats that only a handful of people in the world could even dream of achieving. While most people skip leg day, one man takes it to extremes by performing leg presses with an insane amount of weight. The sheer effort required to complete his sets would have most people collapsing, but for him, it's just another day in the gym. The only thing more impressive than his leg presses is the amount of time it takes to rack all those plates afterward. A punching bag is designed to swing back at you, but not when this guy kicks it. His single strike sends the bag flying across the room with such force, it feels like it will never stop moving. And as for defying gravity, this guy has perfected it. He can leap into the air, spin 360 degrees, break 3 wooden planks midair, and land with the grace of a cat. Mr. T's strength has remained legendary throughout the years, and his power isn't just for show. He's able to peel coconuts with ease, turning what seems like an impossible task into a casual demonstration of strength. If there was ever any doubt about his continued might, it's erased with each effortless movement. John Call, known for his creativity and training, has found a way to combine workouts with daily chores. Rather than choose between a solid weightlifting session and mowing the lawn, he's managed to do both simultaneously. It's an incredibly efficient way to stay strong while also tackling the demands of everyday life. Some strength challenges require a certain degree of toughness, like with a Shaolin monk who withstands the strike of a mallet on his bare skull while breaking 2 concrete blocks. This act of pure mental and physical resilience is something most people could never even begin to approach. After Halloween, most pumpkins are tossed out as waste, but not for Steve Chris. He has turned pumpkin crushing into an art form, smashing them with his bare hands in a display of strength that's as impressive as it is efficient. If cracking durian seems like an impossible feat, then this individual has figured out the secret. With a single strike, he splits the spiky fruit in half, proving that no obstacle is too difficult for his iron hands. When it comes to extreme strength, some feats defy the laws of physics altogether. One man takes it to the next level by holding himself horizontally on a vertical pole while having someone stand on top of him. This kind of strength defies everything we know about the limits of human ability. Explosiveness is another key element of strength, and this individual demonstrates just how far his power goes. Picking up weights is one thing, but he'll toss in a backflip or two, blending gymnastics and strength to create a routine that defies expectations. Jan T, a man who was told as a child that he could be anything if he worked hard enough, took that advice to heart and became an extreme bodybuilder. Now, he's able to balance water bottles on his pecs, a testament to his unwavering dedication and incredible physique. Some hands are so strong that they seem indestructible. This man has proven that his fists are capable of breaking through anything. He even sets up a gauntlet of obstacles just to show how strong he truly is. His hands are so tough that they can withstand the most intense impacts.